Hey folks, it's me. Sorry I've been away for a bit. I have been in Turkey for a couple of weeks with the family, and then Turkey again for another week for the RT summer trip. We always do a yearly ski trip in the winter and a yearly summer trip somewhere hot and fun. So, what the hell has been happening? Now, remember, I don't really watch the news because I've always been a fan of, well, a subscriber to the idea that show me the chart and I'll show you the news. And as I was saying in Turkey, not that you heard it or saw it, but we're eyeing up this big old trend line on the dollar. So the dollar, this trend line is an 11-year trend line. So when you look at that, you can see that it started all the way back here in 2011, and it is the strongest support and resistance line on the dollar. And I was saying that during the week we're starting to march our way up here, and as I said, we'd have a high prob movement down to here at the very least, and then back down to this one, which again is a strong level because that's a 2017, that's a 5-year strong level. So the purpose of this video is basically just to try and encourage you all to keep cool heads. I'm seeing, like, it's always a binary sort of shouting on crypto Twitter and YouTube. It's like either go all in now's the time to get in, or now dump everything because everything's going to die. Sometimes you just got to sit on, and in fact not sometimes, most of the time you should just sit on your hands and do sweet FA. And by being on the sidelines, being in cash or being in USDC or BUSD or whatever, is a position in itself. And it basically means that you are choosing to stay in cash because cash in the short term is better than being stuck in a market. And when I used to, well, not used to, I still fly, but one of a good phrase in aviation is you never want to, well, it's much better to be on the ground wishing you were in the air than being in the air wishing you were on the ground. And that completely translates to trading. It's much rather, I would much rather be out of a trade wishing you were in it than in a trade wishing you were out of it. And for those that got caught up on the UST Luna bollocks, then yeah, you probably can relate to that. So obviously, everything has been mooning. The dollar's fallen and everything has been mooning since. Now, it's not much point trying to look in why things have been mooning recently. It's, yeah, the Fed, etc. It's always the Fed. It's always the Fed. So looking at Bitcoin, we have pretty sharp rally, 9%. It's actually outpaced pretty much everything else other than sort of Atom and Luna. Luna, if we scroll all the way down here, has been absolutely ridiculous. Please do not get caught up in this bullshit. Please don't. I have been shorting this and I'm nicely in profit right now. Yeah, I will always fade massive stupid moves like that, especially on a shitcoin, which it is now. You must not fool yourself. It is a shitcoin. So personally, I'm looking. Yeah, I thought we may have got a punch through to the downside here in Ether, so I was wrong here. But again, I'm not in the market. That hasn't hurt me at all. So it's all very well having ideas of what may happen, but it's all about the probability of your conviction. So typically I never really get into the market unless I'm 65, 70% confident or confident in a potential outcome. This one was a potential outcome, but I couldn't have the probability of it was close to 50-50, like everything is. So yeah, best to sit in cash, which I'm in right now. But I'm actively looking for shorts. What I want to see is the dollar starting to retrace from here. If we have the 4-hour chart, if we've got a lovely bounce off this trend line here, if we can have a continuation, as in this turns into maybe a low test or just continues to work its way back up to this level here, I want to short the shit out of stuff. So on Bitcoin, we are looking, or I am looking at this potential level. Daddy's working, darling. No, it's dinner soon. Go and see Mummy. Sorry, kids. Yeah, So I want to see at least something move up to here on ETH. The thing I was looking at on Ether, sorry, is this one. This sort of head and shoulder pattern. So I thought this may have been the shoulder. So we shorted it and took some profits around here, which is quite handy. But I'm still working on this thesis to a degree. And that's going to be more fat fingers Siam. Yeah, I want to get on this right shoulder, so maybe something around the $1,800 level. I'd like to start shorting it, and hopefully it'll start bringing things back down here. I'm still very confident in at the very least a retest of that particular low, and quite likely that one as well. So remember, like, we have all sorts of pain going on in the world at the moment. We have incoming famine in Africa with all the food supply shortages and whatnot, which have been harking on for ages. Taiwan is still brewing up. War in Ukraine is still brewing. We have all sorts of pandemonium that's happening in the credit markets. This is not good. Please don't forget. Please, like, everyone's like, I see people looking at this little reversal here, where if we go onto Bitcoin, over here, people are looking at this. Oh yeah, it's going to reverse just like in 2021. Please don't forget that the macroeconomic conditions around here are polar opposites to what's going on right now. Back then, we were just exiting lockdowns were being complete, and we were seeing massive printing, and therefore it was a massive risk-on environment, and that helped push it. At the moment, we're still in a area of QT, and they're not printing like they were before. So, yeah, there's a whole world of pain brewing right now, and there wasn't as much as pain around that point. Anyway, that's just my point. My 2 cents. I'm literally doing nothing at the moment other than shorting Luna. So what else is there? I can't see anything else. Yada yada yada. Oh yeah, and last thing, please don't forget the cuddle. So if you go to therealistictrader.com, click this for the cuddle. And this is our big quarterly event, and we got some awesome guest speakers. I mentioned this, so it's in, holy shit, it's next Saturday, not this Saturday, the next Saturday. And yeah, these guest speakers are awesome. Again, for the party afterwards, we always have like amusements and stuff like that, so it's going to be super duper fun. You can see previous speeches that we did at the last one and the one before. It's in Nottingham, and it is definitely worth it. In terms of what we're going to cover, that'll be for another video. Anyway, hope you're all well. Book your tickets. See you there. Bye.